At Cal Poly, St. Fratty's Day has long existed as an unofficial student celebration tied to St. Patrick's Day. For years, that celebration lived mostly off campus, spreading through house parties, neighborhoods, and crowds that were often much harder to control. It built a reputation not just for its size, but for the problems that came with it. Introduced in 2025 and continuing into 2026, Morning on the Green gave students something St. Fratty's Day never had before: a central university-run space to celebrate. Not off in the streets, not scattered across house parties, but here behind barricades and under stage lights in front of approximately 14,000 students. Now, with Morning on the Green entering its second year, students are beginning to see the university-run event as a defining part of St. Fratty's Day itself. And for Odd Mob, the setting itself stood out the most.
I had never heard of it before, but it was definitely a really cool experience, like getting here before the sun comes up and then, yeah, just seeing everyone having fun with the sun coming up over the beautiful hills here. So definitely one of the coolest experiences I've had in a while, so yeah.
For many students, that shift feels like less of a restriction and more of an upgrade. What used to be associated with off-campus chaos is now being reframed as something safer, more organized, and still genuinely fun. And for the students who showed up early, Morning on the Green still felt like St. Fratty's Day.
Everyone's having a good time, it's amazing, everyone's just hyped in the morning, it's amazing!
Dude, I think it's the littest thing in the world. I love doing that because honestly, like, it gives something for students to do on St. Fratty's Day. It gives us something safe to do because this is a lit event. There's a ton of event staff here.
You know, a lot of friends are coming here, and I think it's, I think this event is great, especially if they were really concerned about people on the streets. I think keeping everyone on campus in a controlled, safe environment, I think it helps a lot.
My first year here, I had no prior thoughts about how this would go, and so I heard that this was the event of the year, and a lot of people showed up, and I had a lot of fun, so it was really awesome.
The balance between celebration and structure came up again and again. Students said the event still had the energy they wanted from the day, but with a clearer sense of order around it. And some students went even further, arguing that Morning on the Green had already become essential to the identity of the day itself.
Like, we need Morning on the Green, like, it's necessary. And Morning on the Green is necessary for St. Fratty's.
I just love the music. I love everything about it. I love the fact they give free food and give something to college students to do. This is definitely something that should be done every single year.
For others, the appeal was less about policy and more about the experience itself. Students described the event as a place to be with friends, make memories, and enjoy music that felt worth waking up for.
I wanted to come because I wanted to spend time with my friends, I wanted to make memories, and I love slow. Let's go Mustangs!
Let's look around us. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world with all of our friends. Great music. I got a burrito, some free water, great community.
Still, support for the event does not mean students see it as perfect. Morning on the Green succeeds in reducing damages to local neighborhoods, but also raises bigger questions about who the event is really for, and whether the university has taken on a role the city should also share.
You know, this is a great event. You know, it gathered a lot of people, and I feel like it's a great mitigation for the chaos happening in the town. But also, I feel like there needs to be a sense of community. According to Mann, the event does work, but only to a point. It creates a center for the day without fully recreating the larger sense of community that once surrounded St. Fratty's Day celebrations across town. Honestly, like, in part, good for them doing it, but I'm also disappointed. I wish that the city would take more action upon it, especially if they care about it so much. I wish that they would do something about it, because it's kind of dumb that the university has to deal with all this nonsense. Even with those criticisms, students still return to the same basic point. Morning on the Green gives the day direction. Not everybody agrees on what St. Fratty's Day should look like now, but one thing is clear: this event is becoming the center of it. Still, the city and university took action with road closures and increased police patrols present at the event and the surrounding area.
Our Uber driver was a little bit upset, but I mean, whatever keeps the students and the people safe.
I think it makes it safer, honestly, because that way we have a safe way of like knowing what's going on. Like, we don't have it not student run, where we can like make mistakes and choose the wrong people to lead this. I think the university chooses candidates because they're wise and old and don't know what to do. So yeah, I think that the university does a great job at this. I mean, we're both third years, we're both juniors, and so we were here freshman year when it was kind of what everyone remembers it as, Fratties and the street.
Like, and it was kind of a beautiful time. Everyone was gathered. Everyone remembers it for what that was. And without this, honestly, it'd be nothing.
By the time the headliners took the stage, the event has shifted fully from early morning student celebration to a full-scale festival. The crowd was packed in, and the energy students have been talking about all morning was on full display. For students who came specifically for the music, that shift mattered. The lineup helped Morning on the Green feel less like a managed workaround and more like a real concert.
Just always love free concert. All Mom's a great artist. They give out a lot of like food and drink, so it really makes it a great environment. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love EDM, house, anything. Really, it's great, and they did a good job. So shout out the DJs.
Hope approached the set with a diverse audience in mind, expecting attendees with varying tastes and aiming to keep the music engaging without sacrificing the morning's energy.
I've played in like the slow area like a couple of times, so I had a bit of an idea what people like, but I kind of figured it would be quite a general crowd, like a lot of people, different tastes, so I tried to keep it fairly, you know, multi-genre friendly, I guess. So yeah, just keep it fun.
That idea, fun, may be the simplest way to understand the role headliners now play in Morning on the Green. And for Odd Mob, that's the point.
Yeah, just Odd Mob is here to make your life fun for an hour or two whenever you come to a show, and then yeah, that's that.
Morning on the Green was created to change the shape of St. Fratty's Day. Now, just 2 years in, students are doing something more than just attending it. They are folding it into the tradition itself. For Mustang News, I'm Dylan White.